I'm starting to not trust the college, given that there's skulls lining the room, and that seemingly they just allow students to go down here. Because saying, oh well, you go down at your own risk, that's not forbidding people from going down here. That's not a good duty of care. And then there was those other 3 students. No, 4 students that we went searching for, the last class. They're all dead. Stay on your guard, otherwise we're going to end up dead down here. I think so far we've simply been lucky, because there's still that disembodied voice we heard. We probably shouldn't have touched that Atronak Forge either. I think we really pushed our luck dabbling with that. It could have probably very easily killed us. Or destroyed us. Turned us into something worse. As Tolfdir reminded us.
There is no solace in knowing what is to come.
I mean, it's pretty scary not knowing what's around this corner. Oh. I saw the light coming through and I thought something was glowing. It still could be glowing. What's this way? Oh, I think this is where we came in. That must drop down on the other side. Look, I don't mean any harm.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments.
If it only leads to disappointment, that's okay. I mean no harm. I got sent down here because I was told to speak with the Augur of Dunlane. Do you know them? Are you them? Hello? Knock. Hello? We're not going through there.
If you'd asked, I'd have moved.
Please move. Thank you. What do we... It's just more bones. There's a lot of bones down here. Clearly there's somebody back there who's been chatting at us and is not fond of visitors, which probably explains why they live down here. You can't pretend nobody's home. This does lead back the way we came, doesn't it? Are we missing something? Because if that's a dead end, we've not found the Augur, and I think we've been relatively thorough in checking this place out. At least I think we have. But I'm not a cold caller. Well, I'm cold. I'm surrounded by snow and ice, but I'm not that kind of cold caller. Hello?
Still, you persist.
Oh.
Very well. You may enter.
Thank you. Oh. That's not a portal, is it? It looks very much like a certain Dwemer portal I've been through before. Tolfdir mentioned part of the energies. I'm looking for the Augur of Dunlane.
I am that which you have been seeking.
Okay.
Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek. What you seek.
Well, I was told to seek you, and when I heard your disembodied voice before, I didn't literally think you were a disembodied voice. I thought you were just echoing around the place. I was told to find you.
Indeed. And so you have come looking, though you do not know why.
For answers.
Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing.
Well, I can get behind that.
Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late.
I'm not on board with that. The Thalmor upstairs, I assume you're talking about. Wait, did he come down here too? Who else has been to talk to you recently?
No, though you may may be the last. The one who calls himself Uncano has sought my knowledge as well, through very different questions.
What did he ask you?
Your path differs from most. You are being guided, pushed towards something. It is a good path, one untraveled by many. It is a path that can save your college. I will tell you what you need to know to follow it further.
Well, that seems good. I am curious what Uncano came down to ask. And I don't know how I feel about being pushed down a particular path, although that's clearly what the Psijic Order are doing. And hopefully for the right reasons. What is it I need to know?
You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware.
That's right.
To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your archmage.
Okay. I shall. Have you gone, or are you just a little bit more immaterial again? Right. Oh, sorry. I think we've got what we came for. I think. We need to go to Savasaran and tell him about the Staff of Magnus. Okay. Let's... Right, time is of the essence, gentlemen. We've got to move, it seems like. If events are spiraling out of control, maybe we should have probably gotten those books and come back here a little bit sooner. But I am all too eager to get out of this place. This has been quite a horrifying experience for a number of reasons, such as the Atronach Forge, the hand where a load of apprentices got themselves killed trying to do a ritual of some kind, and all the other weird mutated skeletons, and that looks like something you'd see at a Forsworn camp, not underneath a place of learning. Right, we all through? Gentlemen? I need to close the door. Alright. I'm closing the door. I'm going to assume that you came through when I wasn't looking, because I don't want to leave that door unbarred. Guys? Oh, there you are. Master Aaron? I've got a question.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Psijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow.
No, I'm sure we didn't. Did you... I feel like we've had this conversation before, though, sir. What did the Psijic want?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
Well, I do have important information for you. It's regarding this Eye of Magnus, this orb.
Really? And what might that be?
We need to find the Staff of Magnus, and probably any other relics to doing with this Magnus. I'm not entirely sure who this Magnus is.
I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it.
Why? Heck... We know it's what it's called, right? This Eye of Magnus. It's connected to the orb we found.
And how do you know of this?
I might have gone and spoken to the Ogre Dunlane. As you asked me to stop talking about.
Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the Staff of Magnus? I'm
He did.
impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this.
Oh. Oh, hang on. The way you say someone's better follow up on this, you mean me, don't you? You're looking at me like you mean me.
I certainly do. Since you went so far as to seek out the Augur for advice, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done.
Thank you.
This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Circlet. Savasaren's circlet. Oh, well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I'm not entirely sure. Where is it? Savasaren's circlet. Maximum Magicka increased by 70 points. That is a hefty amulet. Or circlet, thank you. And I don't want to speak to you. He's been speaking to the Augur at Dunlane as well, and he wouldn't tell us what about. Right, Mirabelle. Also the Arcanium. Let's go to the Arcanium and see if we can find those rings. And Mirabelle, if she's up here. There's also the secret... not secret. It's not secret at all. It's just the restricted section to look at.
You've been spending a fair bit of time with Sergius lately, I see.
Oh, he's not talking to us.
Why the audacity? How dare you apply such a thing?
Calm down. Why are you overreacting? I was going to ask if the two of you are collaborating on research.
You know, we can hear you two talking up here as well.
I'm sorry, yes. We have
Oh.
been working on something together.
This is why I avoid
The
being
private
social.
collection. The true nature of orcs. Treaties on the alien cities. Spirit of the Daedra. Red Book of Riddles. The Pig Children. Well, these are all books that... Oh, hello. I didn't see that. These are all books that Orion once. Nerevar, Moon and Star. Oh, they are chained. Origin of the Mages Guild. We've got this. We're not going to be able to take these out. And I wouldn't want to, because that would be stealing. Hanin's Wake. That would give us alchemy training. Excuse me, Lucian.
Sorry, after you.
No, excuse... Okay, we're past. We're through. And... Scholar's Guide to Nymphs. We could learn a fair bit from in here, actually. The Accords of Madness. Arcade the Enemy. I don't see... Corpse Preparation. No, thank you. I can do without that one. I don't see any sign of these rings that were supposedly in the Arcanium. Excuse me again. Oh, God. Don't fall down there. Right. If somebody knows a levitation spell, they can just bypass that gate, but I also assume if they know how to cast a levitation spell, they probably already have a key. No, fine. No, we can't leave it open in a go. I closed it for a reason. Come on, let's go looking for these rings still. There are a hell of a lot of stairs in the Arcanium. Right, let's actually check Urag's desk.
Can I help you with anything, Neria?
Excuse
I was
me.
wondering, has Feralda been in recently? Borrowed any books that you can recall?
Neria.
Mind.
Did she perhaps mention any dangerous
Urag.
research she might be working on?
Can I
Anything that could get her in trouble?
I'm here to help you with books, Neria.
investigator's
That's all.
chest?
Shelves just
Ah,
waiting to be
yes,
read.
Of course.
I could spend
No,
months
I
in
don't need
here.
anything.
I don't doubt it. You spent a long time in Doom's Bazaar on its own. You could probably spend your entire life here, I imagine. That's the investigator's chest. We might need to come back when people are asleep. Right. Mirabelle. Is she in the Arcanium? Let's go find Mirabelle then. And then hopefully when people have gone to bed, we can sneak back in and have a peek at what's in that chest. It seems dangerous stealing those rings. But also, I am too curious for my own good. And I want to know...
This place has me homesick for the Arcane University. Oh, those heady student days.
Yes, when you were all the party animal.
This better be good.
I mean, it better be good. You're the one stopping me. Oh god, it's windy. Right, Mirabelle. Where are we gonna find Master Mirabelle? So I recall trying to find people in this place was not the easiest thing to do.
If you have a moment, could you help me with something?
Who? Oh, what? There's Mirabelle.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
I'm here to bother you, actually.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
Yes, I shall do. I'm actually here to ask you about an item called the Staff of Magnus. Do you know anything about that?
Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking?
The Archmage mentioned it recently. The Archmage Aaron said you'd mentioned it recently.
I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention
Let's
it.
not mention the Augur.
Though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere.
The Synod? Wait, the same Synod mages that borrowed books from Urag? Who are the Synod exactly?
Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor.
Ah.
Lots of politics, little magic.
Yep.
I was quite
I'm with
surprised to
you.
find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power.
That does seem like a poor idea. Did they have any clues as to the staff's location? Well, clearly they thought it was here, so I imagine they're as clueless as we are.
No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Right, I will do. We will essentially be treading on their own excavation. It is convenient that the ruins of Mzulft are... Well, there's clearly the same Synod mages that came through and borrowed the books. But we have a job to do for Mirabelle and the Archmage, and a job to do for Urag there. Well, it works out. I'm happy to do that. What else can you tell me about the Staff of Magnus? What does it actually do?
I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus himself, if you believe those sorts of things. I believe I've heard it said that it's the only thing that could adequately contain his power. The sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make.
I'm assuming it was an embellishment, but if it's true, the only thing that could adequately contain his power. So, really, he was capable of a lot more than a staff.
If anyone can find the Staff of Magnus, it's the Synod. How could they resist something so shiny?
Like a bunch of carrion birds picking over ruins. Right, where did... Somebody was asking for help. Weren't they? It wasn't you. You're not sorry, I meant
to track down
Sandra.
The Synod or the Staff of Magnus?
No, I've not left. I just walked out of your line of sight and walked back. Are we sure she's a master wizard? Right, where was this other individual that wanted our help? Was it one of our classmates? Yeah, it was you, wasn't it? Oh, excuse me. Sorry, Master Toppy, I just need a word. Breliana Marion?
I still need some help, if you can spare the time.
What was it you wanted help with?
We're all trying to become better mages, right?
Yeah.
Well, I need someone I can practice a few spells on. Nothing dangerous, really. Would you be willing to assist me?
Practice on? That spells you're not able to practice on yourself, I assume?
No, not that kind of spell. Believe me when I say I wouldn't be asking if it weren't necessary.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna trust you. And Tolfdi is right there, so I'm willing to help. I'm a little bit of a trepidation about this, but I'll help.
Oh, good. I was afraid I'd have to go ask J'zargo. Now, you just stand there. Please hold still, and don't move.
Right. Holding.
Huh?
Holding. Am I too close? You back away. You back away then. I can't actually move. Was that the whole spell? Why are you...
There. Now Oh dear. That wasn't supposed to happen.
What's happened?
Do you feel all right? You look very, green.
Green? Do I?
I am so very sorry. I went over this again and again, and I was sure it would have better results.
I think you shot the wall. What did you do? What were you expecting to happen?
I'm not really sure. I think it's just a minor miscalculation on my part. I'm sure it will wear off soon. When it does, you'll be perfectly fine, and then we can try again. In the meantime, I'll see about figuring out what went wrong.
Okay.
I better get going.
I don't appear green. Is there a reason you went for cover behind the wall? Did you do that? What a weird person. Well, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I'm kind of relieved she didn't hit me with anything now, and she hit the wall. She did hit the wall. Right, it's not just me who doesn't see what's wrong. I've not grown a tail or anything. I mean, she's staring at me as I leave. I was staring at her, to be fair. Right. I think then we know what we're doing next. And that is recovering the staff and the books in the ruins on Mazulft. Look for the Synod Mage at Mazulft. Find the ruins of Mazulft. This is around where that excavation was that we did, that we learnt about from Sanamir's journal as well, wasn't it? Right, so we could take the airship, probably arrange for Brucer at the stables, and then just trek down. We need to go via Crag Wallow Slope too, and deal with that mage. Because if they're doing something dangerous, A, we can't let, you know, somebody dangerous just be out there in the wild. We will have to deal with them. Should we go via the gallery? I think going via the gallery might be a good idea, because that way we can deposit some of the stuff we've collected. That might be wise. Right, all aboard. We'll have a think. How much space have I got? I've got a couple of things I want to disenchant. There are a few things I want to deposit. And you guys are carrying quite a lot for me as well. And we have quite a few books. For the sake of our pack space, and for the sake of getting these relics somewhere safe, we are going to go to the gallery to deposit stuff. And then that way, we can set off again with nice empty packs, ready to haul everything we can out of Mazulft. Because if the Synod Mages are there, clearly there's going to be at least something of value there, isn't there? Oh, you're all back, aren't you? Hello. Does that mean you've got more finds for the society? Oh, brilliant. I'll have all of that, thank you.
Good day, friend.
You know, you guys spend the night. No, it's fine, thank you. Oh, did you get my special order? Is that in my room waiting for me? Yeah, I would send you all out to work again.
What time is it? I haven't seen the sky all day.
It's bedtime, more or less, so get your supper ready and get yourself to bed. If I tell them to go out and work, they'll just go out and work immediately, regardless of the time, won't they? And we don't want to be a slave driver. Oh, hello, Avram. Say nice to see you, but I'm still a little bitter about the whole having the gallery robbed incident. Right, you two. Come over here, come to the table. Let's empty our packs.
Greetings.
And let's get it all ready to go on display.
Donations are always appreciated.
710, another milestone under our belt. And let's also see what we can make with these fragments. It would be nice to be able to keep on filling up that display as well. And we have paintings to hang up. Solid bronze tablet. A Dwemer engraving tool. Oh, the shiny Yifre. I want to be able to make that. That is beautiful. We don't have enough Thalmor fragments for it. We nowhere near enough Thalmor fragments. Or the Snow Elf Kulnia bowl. Right, let's put all that back. Let's get this on display. Hang up those paintings. We'll get ourselves to bed. Hello, Orion. How are you doing? We've got a lot of work for you in the morning to put new stuff up. Right, bronze tablet and engraving tool. There we are. Oh, I didn't check my donations either. 1,200 septims. That is a lot in donations. I wonder what the income of the gallery is overall. Because if we're running off donations, that was a lot. A lot of donations just for me. That's just my share. Orion's taking his share. I have no paintings. And then we're painting the guards as well. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. As well as the materials for replicas and just various bits of upkeep. I think we are preferably rolling in it. Oh, and there's King Ogden's coffer. Which I probably shouldn't say out loud. Because I don't think the guards know that we have that. It's only Orion and Ariana that are aware of our little treasury room. There's also the supplies, that special shipment. Ash hopper, legs and meat. No, don't do insect bits. Bees for ingredients. There's a whole variety actually. No, that's actually very useful. There's a whole right, okay, we're gonna have to have another shipment. I think we're just constantly gonna have to ask her to keep getting us shipments of ingredients and foodstuffs. Right, and the coffer. You guys know about the treasury. I've not exactly been a great keeper of secrets with regards to it. It's looking full. 115,000 we're up to now. This it's impressive, isn't it? I've never seen more money in my life all in one place. And it is ours. It's strange to think this is our wealth that we've earned / taken out of tombs. We are kind of grave robbers in a way, but this is oh, Shirley, hi. I didn't know you were in my Right, should we lock this door and then knock a door in here so you guys can come in through and use the bathroom or the bathtub without having to go through my bedchambers? Excuse me, Inigo.
I am in your way. I am sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm also thinking tomorrow, because we're going to have to fly the ship to Windhelm, because that's the closest to our next destination. I'm going to take the fate cards and see if we can complete any of the sets. I'm not entirely sure how much that guy in the corner club's going to want to charge to trade, or if he just wants to do a 1-for-1 trade. But we'll see. I would like to get those collections ready and finished up. Right, I'm going to put stuff away. You guys, make yourselves at home, get yourselves to bed. I will be up shortly. We really are spoilt owning our own airship. I mean, we can fly through the sky for one. That's being spoilt enough on its own, but then there's the wider implications of I get to rest peacefully while we travel, which makes it even more time efficient. Good morning, gentlemen. And then we also get to read as well. Especially in combinations with Picky's beacon that he discovered. We really don't need to hire a carriage ever again. We can just sit outside, have a bit of lunch while we wait for the airship to turn up. It really doesn't take very long for it to travel across Skyrim. We don't need to worry. Oh yeah, I forgot we're in a pro-rebellion city, or rather the heart of the rebellion. It does seem almost too peaceful to be a city in rebellion, doesn't it? But yeah, no, we can just sit and wait for the airship to turn up, and then we don't need to worry about bandit attacks while we journey around. But this is the Corner Club, isn't it? It is. Today, I'm here for you, I believe. No, not you, sorry. It's you. Vericio. I'd like to trade a card. Actually, I don't know what cards I want to trade. Hang on a minute. I've kind of brought everything with me. And is my lantern equipped? Right, let's get the lantern equipped. I can light it in here. It's a little dim. Right, arms. I need arms 1 and 2. Oh, no, I've got the ace, do I? No, again, no, I've got an ace. So I've got an ace trade. I need arms 2, 4, 6, and 7, and 9, and a jack and a king. I need a lot. Right, in you go, Lucian. Grab a pen and paper. I might need to make a couple of notes, what I need and what I don't. Otherwise, I will forget as soon as we start talking to him. Right, I have a plan. What I'm going to do first is trade the cards I've got copies of for the equivalent card in sets I don't have. So I'm going to trade all my 4s, for example, that I have duplicates of, until I have 4s for every set. Right, Vericio. I'd like to trade some cards with you.
Great. I'll give you a matching card from a different deck. What deck are you trading from?
Well, first of all, we're going to trade from Mystics.
All right. And what card would you like to trade away?
The 4.
Sure. What card would you like?
I want the deck of arms.
Fair enough. Here you are. Nice trading with you.
And you. Now to do that a load more times, because I have a lot of cards to trade.